Good morning, everybody. At least it's morning here. Welcome back to Riverbird with me, your host, Looney Farm Guy. So, we've had a bit of change in the weather patterns lately, according to my guide here. We are good to go for coffee and canola, which are the two scheduled crops we have lined up for this year. As you can see, we've obtained another Fendt 939 over the winter in talks with the local municipality, and our agreement with Fendt as a equipment supplier. Of course, they don't make seeders. We got another seeder too. We're supplementing that. So we were convinced to get rid of the GNU. Sadly enough, that is gone. So that was replaced by another 939, which is not equally as capable, but capable nonetheless. And Fendt. Also, the even though we painted the Veltras, they did that me. So they offered these, the 822, so a little bit bigger tractor. The nice thing about these is they run at 37 miles per hour, which is a bonus. They were a little bit more money. Most of that was offset from the sale of the Barrios. So yeah, unless some more fence, unless some fence come up on the municipal auctions or whatever, these will actually do very nice. There is some tire options too, but for what we use them for, they zip along quite well. So anyways, so if you recall, we have 16 here. We bought that as a, we are going to use that as a test plot for coffee. So we got rice in there. Let's dial up coffee here. There we go. And let's scoot over there and put some coffee in that. Well, we can scoot over there. We should start. So we'll since I'm not planning is not. See, come into this a little bit unplanned. Shall we get in this one? Yes. Okay. So canola is queued up in here. We got the extra tank. We can let him loose on. We'll let him loose on this field over here, and he'll be fine. Just putting away over here while we go do the coffee. All right, little fella. I don't know where you go. Fendt does have two-track tractors. They're a little slow. I don't like the 24 mile per hour max speed on the two-track vehicles typically. So, no two-track. The GNU was quite swift, and it was nice. And the turning radius was quite sharp. I have to sneeze. Hold on a moment. And we're back. All right, so off to plant coffee. nice to be back here in Riverbird. Did I say that the weather pattern seems to be changing here too as well, getting a little, warmer, colder. It's hard to say. We will have to see what transpires this season. Oh, it's a little bit of a hump here. It's hard to tell from just driving by or in the air until you actually go and work a piece of land. I'm missing some there. That's terrible. Makes for a bit of an interesting little trip across the field. I know it doesn't take much of a hill to challenge some equipment. Especially this one's not so bad, but it is if you were to actually stand beside this cedar, it would look massive. But not to mention those Bordeaux cedars, or some of those John Deere, like 27, 36 meter planters. And it's like, probably couldn't see the other end of it standing at one end. But anyways, about these little hills, the other podcast, no, it's not a podcast, the other YouTube channel that I watch, Mike Mitchell there, the South Saskatchewan farmer there up in the southern prairies of Canada, central, kind of west central Canada. Anyways, they run the Bordeaux cedars with the John Deere 4Trax. Not sure which. I'm sure they're got the big, at least the bigger horsepower ones to pull those. But any little hills they come across, they have a few. Let's say hills, but like I say, it doesn't take much to challenge those things. It's especially if they have a full seed cart. It'll stall out, and then you're in trouble if you stall out one of those things going up a hill. You're in a world of hurt with trying to either back down or. So typically, what they do is before they get in trouble like that, they'll turn and go back down, and then yeah. So interesting times. Yeah, so we will get coffee in here. Coffee seems to be priced well. I don't know if we'll go gung-ho on the coffee altogether. I like to spread around we have other crops that we can do here. We don't have any kind of a real mandate as to what kind of crops they want us. So they just want us to be profitable and to make the farm profitable and support the local economy, which I might add is something we may look at now that we have some funds. I mean, either acquire more property or continue to improve the local economy by building, by investing in business or things such of that nature. So we'll be done seeding today, which is nice and early. Not too often we get to get crop in the ground on the first day of spring. but the temperatures are favorable, and that will leave us time to pursue other things, like investing in local businesses, or perhaps looking at another field and getting those ready, or if there's anything in them, maybe prepping the field, or whatever. It affords us opportunities or time to pursue other things, or go fishing, perhaps. I'll have to check the local regulations on when fishing season opens, but anyways, so that's not to be honest, not much of a hunter. I never have. I don't expect I will ever will. Um, I've handled the odd rifle once in a while. Nothing too big. 22 rifle and BB guns. So not. I don't have my. I'm not licensed or anything, so I don't expect to. I have no need for a hunting weapon of any kind. So it's not something. Some friends of mine have. The up here, there's like all manner of hunting, right? There's your deer, elk, moose, bear. And you got your birds, geese, duck, um, grouse, things of that nature. Nothing of real interest to me. So not and it sitting in a camouflage duck blind or whatever, or and freezing my ass off for hours in the hopes of seeing something walk by and then me missing it with a shot and they run off. It's not all that attractive to me. So other than the fact that I really don't need it. So although you could say that about fishing as well. We don't typically keep the fish we catch. It's catch and release. And there we go. We're going to refill. We're going to reassign, because that is important, because you don't want to be seeding something else when the other guy is seeding something else. So we will catch you in a bit, and I'm going to line up another field. See you in a bit. Well, hello there. It looks like we had the meeting of the minds here, as often is the case when workers get together. They just like, oh, hey, get out of the way. No, you get it. You move. No, you move. Must have been talking to Helper H. So whilst they were arguing there, I finished off our eastern fields. And this is about it here for seeding. As I say, it doesn't take long. They have nice square fields here that are helper friendly. A nice, very well laid out type of topography. Not a lot of obstacles or things like that. I mean, I guess it would tend to make it less interesting. In a way, although it has even this shot here with the mist and between the little bits. I mean, the little valleys and dips in the hills is kind of very nice. Actually, it is somewhat of a, I wouldn't say mountainous, but well, hilly. You can see off in the distance there's I would call that a mountain. Not in the Rocky Mountain sense of the word, but definitely in the geographic sense of the word, I suppose. Those are definitely bigger than hills. It would be, although like in Italy, they're in other parts of the world, they tend to find places on the sides of some quite steep hills to do farming. But anyways, as much as that is, there we are. Of course, it's not germinated, but it's all been planted. See, there it says planted, although we seeded. But anyways, that's a pet peeve of mine. Looking forward to the summer. I think I'm going to try to make hay while the sun shines. So basically all we need is a tedder. I'll be looking at tedders. We have the mower and the balers and all that stuff already from last year. So getting a tedder is not going to be a big deal. And we'll set the mower up, and we'll set something up to make it not as laborious as it can be. Let me just park this little fella over here for now, and we'll just scoot over here and get him tucked away for the year as well, unless by chance we I mean, there is this this is a pretty skinny piece of, oh, it's pretty cheap too. What's in there? Looks like mustard. Looks like mustard. Mustard, or it's too light for soybeans. Could be rye. I'll have to go check it out. Anyways, you never know what'll happen. We have plenty of money. We could procure that piece of land. We'll have to look at. I'll have to discuss with my bosses. Of course, we meet every so often. Spring, we went over what we were going to do this spring, so they are aware of that. And yeah, so things are going well. We got lots of capital to work with for the coming season, and Yeah, so there we are, back to where we started. Over here, looking at our much more used. A little. We'll need to give them a bit of a wash up, and we'll leave it at that. We hope you enjoyed our little planting session, or seeding, for that matter, and look forward to the summer activities. Please leave a comment or a like or not, or whatever you so choose to do is fine. I'm your host, Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's a game, so have some fun. Till next time, bye for now.